Destroying the most mind-bogglingly terrible blue lock takes that I've ever seen in my life. Anyways, this is part 2. If you guys haven't watched part 1, go back and watch that shit. That was a banger. Anyways, if you guys like this type of content, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, let's get right into this shit. The first take we have today is that the second selection Barou clears Nagi. Now, this is probably one of the dumbest takes I've ever heard. Now, listen, second selection Barou he's a good player. Listen, I'll give you that. He's a good player. But bro, I think it should be almost common knowledge to the point where second selection Nagi is literally top 5. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Second selection Nagi is literally Nagi in his prime. This dude was doing all sorts of traps on everyone. Did you see that backwards one on Chigiri? And then the black hole. And then he literally just heel flicked the ball over Barou and told him, I am the god of football. Bro, he literally just said, yo, you could be the king, but I'm the god of football. I don't think there's much explaining for this take other than the fact that Nagi literally fucking clears this shit. Like, listen, Barou fans, don't get mad at me. Nagi fucking clears him in the second selection. It's not even close. First selection, you could debate that. But second selection Nagi clears second selection Barou. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear it either. Don't want to fucking hear it. Anyways, the second take I have, this is for the Kunigami fans. Kunigami fans, you guys need to hear this. All right? If there's any of you still out there, I want to let you guys know that this take is entirely dedicated to your guy and telling him that he will never, ever, for the whole blue lock, the rest of the story, no matter how many chapters are left, it doesn't matter. He will never be better than Shido Ryusei for the entirety of blue lock. Now you must be asking me, yo, how the fuck do you know that shit? Now listen, this dude Kunigami, his introduction was to hype up fucking Shido, how good he was. Had Shido doing fucking bicycle kicks on the first possession, and then he's just like, yo, who is this guy? How is he still here? Right? His introduction was to hype up Shido. Now listen, he comes back hype as fuck. Everyone's hype like, yo, he's about to get back on Shido. And listen, he might get back after this game. And maybe he'll turn back into the hero after being the fallen hero for a little bit, and maybe that'll complete his character arc. But then what's next for Kunigami? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like after he gets his get back on Shido or turns back into the hero he once was, he'll become much better. Like, he'll be really good as a player. But bro, Shido is one of those main guys in blue lock that you just can't have being surpassed by someone like Kunigami. I don't think people understand, bro. Kunigami, he should be in like the Chigiri, Bachira tier, you know? Like, he should be around there. A tier above that is like the Shidos, Barous, you know what I mean? Like the big dogs, the guys that actually step. So yeah, bro, it makes no sense that Kunigami will ever, for the rest of the series, maybe after he gets back, will ever even touch or grace Shido. I'm guaranteeing end of series, Kunigami will be nowhere near Shido. I guarantee. This tap-in merchant will be nowhere near Shido. Anyways, we're moving on. The next take I have is that NEL Chigiri is better than NEL Bachira. Listen, Bachira is fucking amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ISO player type wise, he's great, bro. But Chigiri is low-key the same thing. Combining his speed and his sharp directional cuts, along with a curve shot that if he gets into range, it's a guaranteed goal. This dude Chigiri is also an ISO demon. So what sets him apart from Bachira? You know what I'm saying? They're both pretty good at playmaking, as you can see in the second selection, where Bachira was good at playmaking and Chigiri was good at crossing. But bro, I just feel like Chigiri, if you put Chigiri on Bachira, I feel like, I know this is going to be crazy. This is going to sound crazy, but I feel like if you put Chigiri on Bachira, they'll be better than when you put Bachira on Bachira. You know what I mean? If you put Bachira on Bachira and Chigiri on Bachira, if you substitute them, bro, I think Chigiri's putting in more work. Because, bro, this dude Chigiri is quite literally carrying Manshine City on his back right now. And so is Bachira. Bachira's carrying Bachira on his back. But I just feel like, bro, Chigiri, like, I feel like I'd rather have his speed than Bachira's dribbling. And it's not like Chigiri's just speed anymore. Now this guy is so much more versatile than Bachira, I think, as well. Because he literally has fucking He has his amazing speed, which no one can already catch up to. He has those directional cuts they can do, which is basically like kind of a form of dribbling. Messi does that IRL. Lots of players, Eden Hazard does that IRL. It's a form of dribbling. So he's also good at dribbling. On top of that, he can defend. That's very underrated about Chigiri. I like that he can track back and actually defend because of his speed, you know? He can press players and shit. And then, bro, now he's added to all that a shot where if he gets into this specific part of the field, it's a guaranteed goal. Bro, Chigiri is better than Bachira. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. Chigiri right now is better than Bachira. End of series, we can have a different debate. But I think right now, Chigiri's better than Bachira. Moving on. Now, this next take is probably one of my hottest takes on this channel. But fuck it, bro. We ball. I think end of series Rio is going to be better than end of series Sai. Mic drop. All right, listen. I know everyone's typing away at the comments. Listen to me for a second, all right? Bro, this dude Rio not only is also described as a prodigy, but is also in the NEL improving at a rapid rate. And he also has one of the best skill sets in the entirety of bluelock. You guys don't understand how OP it is to be a player that can play like Sai and Rin in one player. Plus, he has metavision. He has fucking metavision. So once he masters metavision, masters all the other copied abilities that he has, granted, he can't copy them to 100%, but let's say he just raises his physicals and everything to the point where copying them to like 99% is almost as good as the original. Bro, this dude Rio, he'll be damn near unstoppable. Damn near unstoppable. Like, I genuinely want to know who'll be a better midfielder than Rio after he gets his like full potential, bro. Because this dude is going to have fucking metavision, be able to copy anything. But bro, this dude is literally going to be better than Sai. I don't see how Sai can get better than how much he already is. You know what I mean? I can see him throwing insane passes, dribbling amazingly. Now listen, Sai is clear of Rio right now. Let me make that clear. He's clear of him. But I think end of series Rio, linking up with Nagi probably. They're probably going to be on the same team or something like that. Bro, I feel like Rio's going to be better than Sai. I'm going to leave it right there. I think he'll have a better skill set than Sai. And I feel like he'll just be a more all-around player and just more useful for the team to win. That's what I feel, bro. Anyways, we're moving on. Kaiser will show his true strength in the U20 World Cup and will get humiliated in the NEL. Now, this is another take that I have, which is probably like... Not gonna lie, I feel like this is more reasonable than the last one, for sure. Because I feel like it's being set up to which Kaiser as a character, his whole thing is gonna be that, oh, he walked into the NEL really like unprepared. He underestimated everyone in bluelock. And then they just got like better than him. Like everyone just got better than him slowly, right? So that ego of his was kind of fading away. But then in the U20 World Cup, this guy's gonna be like, yo, no more Isagi on my team. Let me show everyone how I can really play. You know what I mean? Like how good I really am. You know what I'm saying? With a team all around me and shit. I really feel like Kaiser is going to have a redemption. If he just straight falls off the face of the planet after this arc, maybe let's say at the end of this game, he enters flow, does some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Wins them the game. Maybe then that'll be also his like redemption. But I feel like his major redemption would be able to play Japan in the U20 World Cup. I feel like a great thing that the author can do is have Bastard win, maybe Isagi win. And this arc, this whole NEL was meant to like show that Isagi's gone like substantially better to the point where in the beginning of the arc, he was nowhere near Kaiser. And now he surpassed him towards the end, which will infuriate Kaiser, infuriate him. So that in the U20 World Cup, you know what I'm saying, I'd say maybe like the second or third match into the knockout stages, I feel like we might play Kaiser. And that'll be a chance for Kaiser to go crazy. We'll get to see his backstory. We'll get to see everything about him. Maybe that's the time he'll get into flow. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, like I feel like Kaiser isn't meant to be like have his redemption arc, go crazy in the NEL. I feel like this arc's meant for him to get humiliated. I feel like the author's doing pretty good at a good job at that. But yeah, you guys let me know. Now, this is the last take of the video, but it's basically if bluelock had a UEFA Champions League arc as the last arc in the series, I feel like It'll be the best arc in the series, and it'll be better than the World Cup arc. Fight me on this. I don't care. Fight me on this. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I feel like, let's say they win the World Cup, right? Let's just say they win the World Cup. And then since they're all a team in Japan, it's kind of hard to like be like, oh yeah, who's the best? You know what I mean? Because they're all going to be able to contribute at the end of the day for Japan to win. But I feel like the best thing to do next will be like, yo, like what we're going to do is we're all going to split up, go to different clubs, like go to our clubs and shit. And what's going to happen is we're going to play in the Champions League, right? To prove who's actually the best. And everyone's going to link up with their respective partners and shit. Some people are going to have stacked teams, some people aren't. And it should be like a Champions League format, like game. Maybe 1 game knockout, because 2 game knockouts is just going to be kind of annoying. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, like, bro, I feel like that arc will be better than the World Cup. Because, bro, listen, the World Cup, bro, that'll be an amazing arc. I know that'll be an amazing arc. But, bro, the Champions League is just all of our favorite players going head to head. It's kind of like the NEL. Imagine if the NEL had no 3-goal rule. Like, it's literally like almost a U20 level match every single match. You know what I mean? Like, every single match, you're going to have 0 NPCs on the field. By that time, I'm pretty sure, because he's going to introduce the World Cup players, you know, players like Charles and shit. So, like, mostly all the new Gen 11s will probably be revealed by that time as well, which means that all the teams are probably, like, stacked. You know what I mean? Like, there'll be basically no NPCs on the entire field. Which is a good thing and a bad thing, because I feel like over the manga, Kanishiro has gotten worse at involving everyone in the game. Because back in the first selection and second selection, he was able to do that quite easily. Like, everyone would get their moment and it'd still make it like unpredictable. Whereas now in the NEL, it's kind of like, you know, when someone's going to get their moment. You know what I mean? Like, you know when they're going to do something. And then after that, they're not going to do something for a while. Then someone else is going to do something. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you guys like this video. Anyways, if you guys want a part 3, please like the video. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe I'm even saying that right now. 1,000 subs. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, anyways, new content coming soon, and dunno.